Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be another Throwback Thursday video, and today I am going to be using a palette that, again, just like last week I got, and then I used it maybe twice and haven't used it since then, and that is the Morphe 35V. So this is a stunning palette. You have great nude colors, warm nudes, and then you have some more like mauve nudes, and then you get some really awesome like dark blues, dark purples, dark green kind of colors, and then kind of smoky gray and black. So I really love the like color choices in this palette. And I never like grabbed for it, and I don't know why, because they're really pretty. So today I decided I wanted to do like a warm, pinky, winey type vibe on my eyes. And I especially wanted to dip into these shades here. These are those kind of colors that are like a pink undertone, but they have like a really golden shine. I feel like I never use eyeshadows like that, and so I wanted to use those today because I never really use colors like that, and I really love how it turned out. I feel like my eyes really stand out with these kind of colors. On another note, I do have a new camera now. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted that a couple days ago that I got a new camera for the first time in like 8 years. So this is on a new camera. So if anything looks weird or strange, whatever, just know that I'm like working on it. I'm playing with a lot of the different settings, trying to get it right where I want it to be. So in terms of like color, I don't know, anything like that, there may be some weirdness going on. So just know that it's being worked on, and yeah, it'll be better, I promise. Also in the video, kind of going along that same line, this camera only records for like 10 minutes at a time because I have it on the highest quality. So it'll record for 10 minutes at a time, which my old camera recorded for 30 minutes at a time. So 10 minutes into my eye look, it turned off and I didn't realize it. Just lovely. So there's one little section of the eye tutorial missing, but in the video I do explain exactly what happened and what I did in that moment and like what steps you missed. It wasn't anything crazy. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Hope you guys enjoy these videos. Please subscribe if you're new here. I'd love to have you. I'd love if you'd leave a comment, thumbs up, all that jazz really helps me out. So yeah, let's just get into the video and show you how I got this look. So to start off this look, I do already have some mascara on. It's just sort of like leftover from this morning because we went to breakfast and I put a little on. So to start off this eye look, I'm going to prime as usual, and I am using my e.l.f. concealer. I'm first going to go in with a Morphe M456 and the shade Addicted, and I'm going to start pressing this in the outer corner. Once that's on, I'm going to go with a shade right above it in the palette called Tryst, and I'm going to start blending that right around the edges. Now you guys know I put the darkest color down first a lot of the time, just to like make sure I get like that depth, so the dark color is kind of sticking onto the sticky base, and I know that that dark color is going to be like super dark as possible. And then I go in with my lighter colors, and then I come back down with my darker colors again. That's kind of my system at this point. So yeah, I'm just gonna blend out the edges of that. I never like read the names of the colors in this palette before, so I didn't realize this was all like a very sexual palette. Interesting. Okay, now I'm going in with the shade Turned On. You know, just a good old-fashioned family YouTube channel here. And I'm going to use this, what brush is this? A JH35 for Morphe, and I'm just going to start blending this. As you can see, I kind of set it first on the inner part of the crease here to get that color impact, but then I'm also going to blend it right around the edges of the other shades we used. And once I feel like that's down pretty good, I'm going to go on my brush and kind of get a little crazy here and do some like bigger blending motions, not like so detailed. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Morphe M504 and the shade Scandal, which is pretty much all of beauty YouTube. And I'm just going to take that color and blend it all the way around the edge. This is one of those things where I generally tend to tell you guys you don't have to do something like this, because it is kind of making it a little more dramatic, taking this color like basically in my eyebrow, but I just like to do this to get a really like soft, smoky kind of vibe. And now I'm just gonna touch up my dark colors one more time. I'm gonna go in with Tryst again and blend that in the crease one more time. And then I'm going in with just a little bit of the shade Little Black Book, and I'm going to kind of dab that right here in the outermost part, and then just kind of very subtly dab and blend that in just to like deepen up this outer part here. Now, my other eye was being a total brat. This one's being fine so far, but this eye was being a total brat when I was doing it, and things weren't sticking in the outer corner. I've never really had trouble with this palette. At least I don't recall having a lot of trouble with this palette, so it could just be me today. It could be the colors, I don't know, but they weren't like wanting to stick here. So I am going to do on this eye what I did on this eye. So yeah, you probably don't need to necessarily, but I'm gonna do it. So basically what I did on the other eye was I took the Morphe liner in the shade Date Night, because again, the color wasn't sticking, so I needed to add like a dark base for it to stick to. So I'm taking the shade Date Night. Ideally, I would have done this before the first color I put down, like before I even started going in with shadow, and then I wouldn't have had to do this, but I didn't know this eye was gonna be annoying. So I put a little bit of that down, and then I'm taking a little like synthetic pencil brush, and I'm just sort of like running it along the pencil to get some more color. And then I'm basically gonna take this and use this to dab and buff this pencil color all in this outer corner, because the trouble you're gonna run into putting this on top of shadow is trying to blend this out. You're gonna like just lift up the shadow underneath. So that's why I like going in with a fluffy brush, because I feel like it doesn't disturb, you know what I'm saying, the shadow underneath as much. So you can see now we've got that all blended on. And now that that's blended on, I'm just gonna go back in with my Morphe M456, the shade Addicted, and reapply that right on top of that. And so you can see it really grabs onto that pencil and makes this look a lot deeper here in the corner. And then I'm just going to make sure I blend this out just like I have on the other side so we match. Like I've said in videos before, it's so hard to get each eye to match when you do one whole eye first. It makes it quite a challenge. So as long as they're kind of pretty similar, like that's all I care about. I'm gonna take the black shade Little Black Book one more time and just reapply that like right there in the outer corner, kind of where you put eyeliner. So now for the lid shades, I'm gonna first go into the shade Three Little Words, and I'm gonna use my finger with these lid shades just to get like the maximum impact. This is a beautiful like rose gold. It's got like a very light pink base color with a beautiful gold shimmer. So I'm just gonna use my finger to apply this all over my lid basically, at least like the inner half. Okay guys, so as I'm gonna say in the intro, you guys know I'm working with a new camera. This one doesn't tell me when it stops recording. And my old camera used to record for 30 minutes and then stop. And this one is only doing 10 minutes and then stopping, which is just great. So I didn't realize it wasn't recording anymore. I will pay better attention in the future, but the last thing I went and looked was I was putting on my lid color, which I did. I then put a little bit of the shade Heartbreaker, which is very similar to that lid color, but it's got more of a pink undertone. And so the pink like shows up more. So I just placed that right in between the lid and the outer corner. And then I just went in with my little tiny blending brush just to make sure that this was really soft and blended. For my under eye, I used the same Date Night pencil, that dark brown. And then I just took the same shades from the top and put them on the bottom like I usually do. So I used my darkest kind of burgundy, which was called Addicted. I then went underneath that with the shade Tryst, which was the next darkest. And then I finished underneath with the shade Turned On. And I just blended those all underneath. And then the only other thing is I took the shade Swipe Right and put that in my inner corner to highlight. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. So now I'm doing my lashes. For my lashes, I'm using these guys right here. It's from AliExpress that I did a video on the other day. These are the style number 2033. So I'm just gonna throw these on. I'm gonna put on a little bit of lower lash mascara, and then my eyebrows as well. For my eyebrows today, I'm gonna use my Morphe brow pencils as usual. And then once that is all done, I will come back and we'll work on face makeup. All right, so now my eyes are done, and let's do some face makeup. So for today, I'm going to prime my face with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. If you see me looking this way, it's because my monitor is now this way. It used to be like up there, so I always look up, but now it's over here. So I'm trying to get used to it being here. And so if I look at it a lot, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to get used to the way this camera films, and obviously it's turning off. So if you see that, I'm sorry if it annoys you, but I'll try to be better at it. So I'm just going to apply a nice thin layer of this all over my face, obviously taking care to focus it around the areas where I have lots of pores. One thing about this camera, when I've been playing with it, it's definitely way more high quality than my last one. You can see everything. And if you guys have noticed, my skin's been really bad lately. I don't know, I mean, like, I have a terrible diet, but I've always had a terrible diet. So and my skin has always been like, okay to kind of not okay, if like, you know, somewhere in the middle there. And so, but this is just like bad. So I don't know if it's the change in weather. It could be the change in like where I'm living now. My skin was used to the climate, the environment, whatever of Florida. And now that I'm not there, it could be that, I don't know, but your girl needs a facial. For foundation today, I'm gonna use my Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation. This is the color Ivory Light 2, and I'm just gonna apply this with a beauty blender. Mine is kind of dirty, so don't come for me. This foundation is just so good, so good. Now for concealer, I'm gonna use the same concealer I used on my eyelids, which was the e.l.f. concealer. And I'm using the shade Light, no, I'm just kidding, Medium Peach. This is my favorite color of this. Once that's all blended in, I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder, of course, and just set my under eye area, as well as the center of my face. Now, just to bring the color back in my face, I'm gonna go in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Medium Golden. And then just use this really big powder brush. I love this powder brush. This is the JH01. For bronzing, I'm gonna go in with my Marc Jacobs Tantastic, just like my fave. And just do some really subtle contouring. For blush, I'm gonna go into my Glowing in Grease palette from Beige Cosmetics. And I'm gonna use this one right here called Mykonos. Really quickly, I'm gonna spray down my face with my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And then for highlight today, I'm just gonna go into the same palette and I'm gonna use this lightest shade here. For my lip today, I'm just gonna use like a basic favorite. So I'm gonna use the Morphe liner in the shade Sweetheart. And then I'm gonna use the MAC lipstick in the shade Love You Back, which is a really pretty soft pink nude. And then I just decided I want to throw in a little gloss, because why not? So I just feel like it'll go really nicely with like the highlight, the lid shade, all that. So this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Lip Gloss, the shade Gemini from the like the Zodiac collection they did. And this is very pigmented, so I'm just gonna use a little bit, but it's got that like gold kind of vibe, so I think it'll look nice. Okay guys, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed this Thursday's video. If you have any particular like requests for palettes you want me to use, I'm sure I may have them. So just leave your requests down below if there's anything particular you want me to use, like the throwback kind of palette, and I will definitely try to do that for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I will see you next time. Bye.